Good Friday morning, everybody. I'm Jared Klein coming to you live from the NBC29 Digital Desk with a look at this morning's Morning Rush. Let's start things off with the top stories over on NBC29.com. Coming in at number one, actually the top two stories are about this. The rise of meningococcal disease in the state of Virginia. So you can go over right now to NBC29.com and check out those stories. And at number three, a man sentenced to 50 years for murder of a Richmond 18-year-old. All right, a ban on short-term rentals in the new Charlottesville zoning code has been eliminated. These are so-called homestay provisions. It means folks can rent out a portion of their home for someone else to stay in, such as Airbnbs. While the ban has been nixed, the city is working on a new policy that's easier to enforce. The Planning Commission will host a public hearing on September 14th for people to voice their thoughts on the issue. Flu season is here, but not for humans. Canine influenza and canine infectious respiratory disease complex, or kennel cough, are impacting animal shelters across Virginia. Sue Friedman, the interim executive director for Charlottesville Albemarle SPCA, says canine influenza is being seen more in settings where dogs play or live together. That makes sense. Friedman says the shelter hasn't seen any canine influenza cases yet. She says if you do notice any changes with your dogs, to go seek veterinary care. Well, fall is right around the corner. We'll get to that story in just a moment. But first, Albemarle County has a new street sweeper to keep the roads and waterways safe and clean. Over the summer, people who live in Albemarle had the chance to vote on the name of the sweeper, and the winning name is Sweeping Beauty. The sweeper will operate in the mornings from 3 to 11:30 on major roads. The county says it's not looking to go into residential neighborhoods at this point. And finally, here's the story I teased just a minute ago. Fall is right around the corner, and that means Liberty Mills Farm is getting ready to show off its biggest attraction yet. Of course, that is the corn maze. It's more than 30 acres, and they keep fans returning each and every year with new themes. This year is Sound of Music. The maze opens on September 9th. For an extra challenge on Saturday nights, you can grab a flashlight and try finding your way through the maze in the dark. That sounds like a lot of fun. I'm definitely ready for fall myself.
It is so much fun, the corn mazes, especially when you bring children, you want to hide from them. No, my kids were lost in that maze, in fact.
Yeah.
We found them, but it was quite something.
And you have to be brave to do it at nighttime.
Oh yeah, I couldn't do that. That would be scary.
Spooky.
Yeah, that would be spooky.
Yeah.
All right, so in Greenland, there's a team of scientists there, and they are trying to collect samples of rocks. So they're drilling down 1,600 feet through the ice shelf to get to the bedrock so they can take samples of the rocks, and they hope that will reveal the fate of the fast melting ice sheet. So kind of predict what's going to happen as far as, because the Earth is warming. And it's really quite fascinating. There's some video coming up in the next couple of frames here. This is an example. So this is actually what they're using, this 30,000 pounds of cable, aluminum and steel, drilling down. So again, they have to go 1,600 feet through the ice to get to the bedrock, which is pretty incredible. And then if you scroll to the next frame, actually keep going, keep going. Okay, one more. This is a video of the actual drilling.
Wow.
Yeah, look, and you can see the ice. I mean, it's how it changes colors, and just kind of think of how the time in history, and anyway, it's kind of fascinating. But again, they're hoping to kind of get a better, clear idea of what's really going to happen as the Earth continues to warm and the ice continues to melt. So pretty important work that they're doing there in Greenland, and I just thought that was kind of cool.
And it's just so amazing that they were able to figure that out by drilling deeper and deeper.
Right.
Some smart minds out there. Also, we wanted to say good morning to Bobby Dillon, who is joining us from
Hi, Bobby.
I just lost your comment. From Dallas Barker is joining us from Kent's Store.
Hey, Dallas.
So have a great weekend to you as well.
See you. Pleasure watching.
Yeah, thanks everybody for watching this morning.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comment section where you're watching from.
Okay. All right, so fast trains are coming to Florida. So, we have Amtrak, but more and more there's this idea of towns and cities and states creating their own independent passenger rail systems, and they want them to be more like the ones in Europe, so they're faster and more convenient for people. So this one, the Brightline, this company is running trains in southern Florida, and it was billions of dollars to get this new passenger rail system into the lower part of Florida. So this is a great map of kind of Amtrak and the high-speed rail options in the proposal. So anyway, it's kind of, I think, a great thing because we've just had this one kind of option, and now states are like, listen, we need to have better passenger rail service. So this is happening now in Florida. It's kind of like the test case for the United States.
Wouldn't it be nice just to hop on a train and not have to worry about traffic?
Yeah, I mean, if you're in Europe, people use trains all the time, and they're fast and they're convenient, and it's easy. So
a lot easier, than dealing again with that traffic.
Yeah, right. So, traffic.
I'm just thinking of traffic on this Friday morning.
Getting stressed out. Yeah. All right, and then take a look at this beast. This is the longest alligator in Mississippi history captured by hunters. I mean, it looks like a dinosaur.
It does,
I thought it was fake when I first saw it.
It does look like a dinosaur, that is huge.
Huge. So 802 pounds, measures 14 feet, 3 inches long. It beat the previous record by over 2 inches. But, I mean, that is frightening.
That is frightening. That is huge. Can you imagine that thing coming at you?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Swallow you in one bite.
It really would. I mean, the head is huge.
Yeah, the head is huge.
And you can see they have it, like, kind of hoisted up. I mean, it's amazing.
That's amazing. Also, Bobby, joining us from Charlottesville. I'm able to see your comment now. Thanks for everyone who's joining us this morning.
Yeah, thank you.
We definitely appreciate it, joining us for the morning rush. All right, let's take a look at that 7-day forecast brought to you by Michael and Son Cooling. We've got a high of 81 today. It feels absolutely beautiful out there. And then tomorrow, a high of 84. Sunday is when that muggy weather returns with a high of 93, and then it's going to be back to the summer heat for the beginning of next week with a high of 99 on Tuesday. Looks like it'll be in the 90s for most of the week. So enjoy this nice break from the heat and humidity while you can. We'll see you again on NBC 29 News at noon. We're always live on the NBC 29 News app.